rough nights lately, but I'm feeling light. Sun on my face, wind in my hair, color so bright. Tryna smile instead of quick to battle on sight. Loving it now, choosing what's really worth the fight. Lust for the clouds, mountains, and the rain. Understanding through my dreams that there's a path to heal pain. Getting lit to stay lit, it just don't hit the same. Got so sick and tired of playing the game, yeah. Can't let it keep me down, no. Can't let it keep me down, no. Gotta stay in the now. About my style. Can't let it keep me down, no. Can't let it keep me down, no. Gotta stay in the now. Yeah. Finally finding peace. Shatter illusions, movement sets me free. Finally I can breathe. Surrender myself and now life tastes so sweet. Hoping I keep moving in the right direction. Gotta take the yin with the yang, it's all a testing. Open to the notion that everything is a lesson, and that we're always being sent another message. Traveling all terrain to gain perspective. Switch the view that said it's true that I'm defective. Been to hell and back, but I continue to stay reflective and give the wisdom all right back to the collective. Let's go. Can't let it keep me down, no. Can't let it keep me down, no. Gotta stay in the now. About my style. Can't let it keep me down, no. Can't let it keep me down. Gotta stay in the now. Gotta stay in the now. Finally finding me. Third eye opening up so I can see. Finally I can breathe. Loving myself and giving myself everything I need. Had some rough nights lately, but I'm feeling light. Sun on my face, wind in my hair, color so bright. Tryna smile instead of quick to battle on sight. Loving it now, choosing what's really worth the fight. Lust for the clouds, mountains, and the rain. Understanding through my dreams that there's a path to heal pain. Getting lit to stay lit, it just don't hit the same. Got so sick and tired of playing the game, yeah. Can't let it keep me down, no. Can't let it keep me down, no. Gotta stay in the now. About my style. Can't let it keep me down, no. Can't let it keep me down, no. Gotta stay in the now. Yeah. Finally finding peace. Shatter illusions, movement sets me free. Finally I can breathe. Surrender myself and now life tastes so sweet. Hoping I keep moving in the right direction. Gotta take the yin with the yang, it's all a testing. Open to the notion that everything is a lesson, and that we're always being sent another message. Traveling all terrain to gain perspective. Switch the view that said it's true that I'm defective. Been to hell and back, but I continue to stay reflective and give the wisdom all right back to the collective. Let's go. Can't let it keep me down, no. Can't let it keep me down, no. Gotta stay in the now. About my style. Can't let it keep me down, no. Can't let it keep me down. Gotta stay in the now. Gotta stay in the now.
Good evening, warriors. Good evening, community. How are you all tonight? I am Coach Ruth, and welcome to I Am Ruth, where we still learn, grow, and serve for a peaceful life. I'm so glad you all are on here. You know, last Sunday I was on my phone, so I couldn't do all the things because I was just on my phone. and I went live on YouTube. So glad to be on all streams today. I'm on Facebook, my personal page. I'm on I Am Ruth Facebook page, and I Am Ruth YouTube page as well. So if you're on Facebook, welcome. If it's your first time here, make sure you put your name in the comment section so we can welcome you to our community, and like the page, follow the page, share the streams. Guys, if you're on here, make sure you share the stream. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and tell somebody about it so they can go, because y'all know we are all on YouTube, so they can go on YouTube and watch some of the older episodes. You all know during the week, I am on primarily on YouTube. And so I posted pretty much every day. Last week, I'm trying to get better at posting almost every day. So I made that challenge for myself. So make sure you go out there and subscribe to my YouTube page. So, because I'm continuing to try to grow that, get more numbers, more subscribers on there as well. So let me see. Hello, Granny. Hello, Timberland, church daughter, how you doing? Phyllis, Greta, man, just prayer. Enjoyed your prayer so much this morning. Let me see. Audrey, hey. Karen, let's see. Harriet, see, y'all, I got to give it up for Harriet, because she be on my YouTube page, because when I was posting stuff all last week, she was the one that was putting comments out there. So Harriet, I really appreciate your comments on my YouTube page, and I really, really appreciate it. I really do. So thank you, Harriet, for going out there and staying on that YouTube page. Let's see who else. Mary House, mother-in-law, how are you? Simone, Clementine, what's going on down in Memphis, Tennessee? What is going on down there? Yes, hope everything is well. Hope it's not too hot down there. Hopefully it's kind of cooling off a little bit down there. And oh, you're welcome. Yeah, but thank you, Harriet, so much. I really, really appreciate your comments and watching. I really do. And yeah, okay. So I said some highs. And what are you guys doing in your life? I want to know. Somebody put in there in the comment section and let me know something good that's happening. Y'all know, because I want to know, because it isn't always about what's going on and kind of what I want to talk about. I want to know what's going on in your life. Anything good happen? I asked you these questions before, you know. Did you get a promotion on your job? Did you got a new grandbaby, or maybe you had a baby, or I don't know. You started a new job, or what is going on? What's going on? It is hot. I bet. I remember when I was working for St. Jude Hospital, I worked for the fundraising arm, ALSAC, which is the American Lebanese Syrian Associated Charities. I believe that's what it was. And so I worked for the fundraising arm. So we were responsible for helping to raise all the money for St. Jude Hospital. So I would go down there for they would have like a conference for all the employees. So I remember being down in Memphis, and it was so hot down there. And then we were flying. We flew from Louisville to Memphis there for the conference. And then we were flying from Memphis to San Francisco, California for a SHRM conference, which is the Society for Human Resources Management, because I worked in human resources. And I was so excited because it was my first time going to California and going to San Francisco. So I was like, oh, sunny California. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. And again, burning up hot in Memphis, get out there to San Francisco. And I don't know if you've ever been, or maybe you have somebody, but if you've never been, oh my God, I don't care what time of the year it is, you better take a coat, because it was so cold that we had to go in stores and try to buy coats and stuff. It was so cold because because where it's situated is right on that inlet or something. And so they get all that, the cold air from the ocean. Oh my God, it was so cold. Does anybody else have an experience like that in San Francisco? If you've been, but it was so cold. But I did enjoy San Francisco. Yes, but it was cold. And so what are you guys doing? Anything going on in your life? Marquita, you start that business? What you doing? Right? I want to know. So, all right, I'm going to wait another 10 seconds for you guys to put in there. Is somebody celebrating a birthday? What are you doing? So I can celebrate you and say, hey, happy birthday or congratulations or whatever. So you can get all the congratulations from everybody that is a part of this community. And remember, we are warriors here because we do what? I want y'all to put it in there. Yeah, it's the Bay, it's gold. We are warriors because when we do what? We what? So put that in there. I want to know before I move on. So we can make sure that all of us are on the same page. You see my mouth, Marquita. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Get her done. Let me see. Simone. Okay, thank you. She says she's celebrating her 60th birthday with family and prayer. I know, New Birth Nation. Right. We had prayer on Wednesday. Yes. Well, happy birthday. Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Simone. Happy birthday to you. She's joined the 60 club. Yay! You don't look 60. That's for darn sure. You do not look like you're 60. I love it. I love it. That's right. You said we win. Oh, that's okay. Timlin's got it in there. We fight, we win. That's right. We are warriors here. When we fight, we win. Okay, so now that I've got all that out of the way, guys, make sure you share the stream if you have not shared the stream. Listen, y'all know that this is October. This is always the Breast Cancer Awareness Month, October. It's a huge, huge thing now. Everybody wears pink and all of that. It represents, breast cancer awareness. So you all know that I am a 19-year breast cancer survivor. Soon it'll be 20 years in May of next year. It's hard to believe that it's almost 20 years since the diagnosis and treatment and all that. It's just crazy. But I started sharing on my social media, and I put it on YouTube and the Facebook pages, lessons that I learned from breast cancer. And so I already have 3 things that are out there. And there's just a myriad, so many things that I have actually learned from breast cancer. Things that would help you in your body, but also lessons that you can just apply in your life. I know, it's crazy. Yes. See, Clementine knows when we fight, we win. And so I just wanted to start kind of sharing some of those things. And they may not be these outstanding, like, ooh, aha things, but they are lessons that you can just apply to your life. So I was sharing in the first 3, part of my journey through that. And so what I want to share with you today is something that I experienced once I had the initial mammogram. And then they thought, well, we think we see something, so come back for another mammogram. So I went back for a second mammogram. After that, then they were like, well, and I knew that they were looking at the right breast. So they said, well, we want you to get a ultrasound, have an ultrasound, so that we can look and kind of figure out exactly, where this, because first they kind of thought it was just some calcification, which is normal. But they wanted to know, more about what was kind of there. So me doing everything that they were asking me to do, I went to the ultrasound. However, when I got in there, the lady who was wanted to do the ultrasound, she started marking my left breast. And I was like, no. I stopped for a second and I was like, no. I said, it's the right breast. And she was like, no, it's the left one. And I was like, no, it's the right one. And she once again was like, it's the left one. And I was like, it's not. It's the right one. So then finally she relented and stopped and, went back and looked or whatever she did. And then it was like, oh, yes, you're right. It's the right one. And I was like, I know I'm right. I know it's the right one. So the lesson that I learned in that is that you need to speak up. What if I had not spoken up because I was afraid, because she was the technician, she knew what she was doing, I was just the patient, I didn't know. And what if I went ahead and let her just do the left breast, even though I knew it was the right one? I always say I could maybe not be here. But I was so glad that I spoke up and said, no, you're getting ready to do this ultrasound on the wrong breast. It's not the left breast, it's the right one. So it's the same with you guys in your life, that there are times in your life where you need to speak up. Now, I'm not saying go all Karen, all that kind of stuff. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying, somebody got some Christmas lights up in the neighborhood and you don't like them or something. So you're going to go tell them about you don't like the lights, or they need to put up their garbage can. Their garbage cans has been sitting out, on the curb for 2 days and they need to get that, or somebody's in line at a store and you meddling about whatever they're doing. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about there are legitimate things that you need to speak up on. Maybe something is going on the job and something's not being done correctly. Maybe somebody is, I don't want to say stealing from the job, or maybe they're doing some things that's just not morally correct. However you want to frame that. You need to speak up. Maybe there is someone that is giving you, they're being passive aggressive in what they say to you. They say it like a compliment, but it's really a put down. Like, in that book that y'all know that I love called The Honest to Goodness Truth. It's a children's book. I love that book. Okay. And it's about a little girl named, what is her name in the book? Can't think of her name, but she gets in trouble because she lies. And Matt would kill me if he knew I forgot that little girl's name. But anyway, she has a friend in the book named Ruthie Mae. Libby Louise Sullivan. That's her name. Libby Louise Sullivan. And so at one point she goes to church and she sees her friend Ruthie Mae there, and she tells her, she says, I like your hat and your dress, but you got a hole in your sock. So it's like they give you a compliment, but then they want to take you down a peg or two. So they say some stuff that's not right. And then if you bring it out to him, and then it's like, I didn't mean it, you're taking it too personal. Like, no, you need to speak up. I'm sorry, I'm reading some of your comments. Oh, I didn't know that, Simone. A breast cancer scare this year, but all is well. Thank God. Absolutely. Aquita, yeah, I listen to radio station 105.9, and this has been the topic for the last few days, to speak up. Okay. That's right. Doctors, but you do know I said in one of my lessons, I forgot which day it was, that it may have been the first lesson, that when I first started running, before I even started running, I knew I wanted to start, but I also knew, and I'm kind of getting off just for a second, but I also knew that, bad hearts ran in our family. And so I wanted to have my heart checked out before I started running, because I didn't want to get out there and be running and have clogged arteries and all that stuff and not know, and then have a heart attack or have some other kind of heart issue out while I'm running by myself, because I hadn't had it checked out, or I didn't know. So when I went to the doctor and I saw a heart doctor, and he was like, "Why are you here?" And I said, "Because I want to start running, but I know that bad hearts run in my family." And he just looked me point blank in the eye, and he said, "I wish more people would take their health into their own hands like what you're doing." That's what he said. So, but you got to speak up. If something's not right, you have to speak up, even if they're saying, "Well, we don't want to." My doctor that did my mastectomy, Dr. Kelty, Stephen Kelty, which I love him so much. As a matter of fact, he's going to be working down. I saw him the other day, and he's going to be working down at the West End Hospital. He's going to be great down there. I mean, he's just wonderful. But in the very beginning, he told me, he was like, "Well, this is before I had the biopsy." And he was like, "I don't think it's anything, but we're going to check it out anyway." And I was so glad that he did, because then that's when they found it. So when I hear people say, "My doctor said that he just wants to watch it," I got a knot in my breast. The doctor says he just wants to watch it. Hell no. No. You need to get a doctor. You need to say, "No, I need you to check this out. I don't want to watch it. Watch it grow for what? So it can spread?" Oh, y'all need to be speaking up. And here's another thing, not speaking up has gotten us to where, especially as females, we're taught, even as little girls, and I think pretty much our children, especially in my generation, it was like, you don't say anything. What is it? What did they always tell us? What goes on in this house stays in this house. So you don't tell, you don't say. And I was talking with, I'm sorry, I'm reading. Yes. I'm glad she sent the order in too. Yes. Yes, absolutely. You had great Dr. Kim. But going back, so we're told at a young age, what goes on in this house stays in this house. You don't tell anybody what's going on, so that we're taught that. Don't make fun of me. I ain't said nothing about Color Purple in a long time, but now you're going to make me say something about it. But so we're taught, don't say anything. Keep your mouth shut. So that's why a lot of us, if we were molested, or it didn't even have to be necessarily sexual, but if we were just touched inappropriately, you didn't tell anybody, because it was like, I'm not supposed to talk about it. I can't tell anybody, because who's going to believe me? And then you don't want to mess up somebody's family. You don't want somebody to go to jail and all that kind of stuff. So you don't talk. You don't say. But time is out for that, guys. I was talking to my cousin earlier today after we had eaten dinner, and I was telling her about, there was a time where I was a little girl and I was over a neighbor's house, and she had some relatives that were in town, and one of these older relatives, and I may have mentioned this before, wouldn't let me. I was trying to leave her home, but the relative wouldn't let me. It was a man, wouldn't let me leave, and he kept like blocking my way, and I was just like getting really scared. And he didn't touch me or anything like that, but it was just that fear that, what could happen. So thankfully nothing did happen, and he eventually let me out of the house. But you know what I did? When I went home, I didn't even tell anybody, because it was just like you don't tell. So how many of us have had experiences in our life that we just didn't tell anybody because That was just the way it was. You just didn't tell. But I'm just telling you guys, in your life and what you're going through and what your experiences are, you need to speak up and you need to say. I was reading an article the other day about a girl. I think she's like 30 now, but when she was 12, I believe, she would spend the night over a friend's house, and the friend's father sexually assaulted her, and she never told anybody. But then she found out as an adult when she finally told her parents, that they said they knew about it because the police had come to them, and this man had gotten in trouble, and there were pictures of her on his computer and stuff. And they had gone to her parents about it, but the police thought that she was asleep. So they were like, don't tell her, because she was probably asleep, which I think is the craziest thing. And so her parents knew all the whole time. So it's crazy, right? So speak up. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Speak up. I know it's crazy, Timlin. It's crazy. Like, who does that? Who does that? So you talk about some betrayal that she probably feels from her parents. This is crazy. Crazy. But that's the lesson today, guys. Speak up when it comes to your health. Speak up. Don't be afraid. Don't say, well, they're just the doctor and they know everything. Speak up. Tell them if something is not right, if something is not feeling right. Speak up. And it's the same in your personal life. Speak up. Tell somebody. And it doesn't have to be a bad thing. You could speak up and tell somebody that you love them. Speak up and tell somebody that you care about them. All this doesn't have to be negative. Speak up. Speak up. It could open up a whole nother world for you. Okay? So I need you to speak up. So that is it for today. There will be another lesson tomorrow. I'll post it on YouTube and on the I Am Ruth Facebook page as well. I'll post them on both pages. And Timlin, you have to tell me, like, what are the good hashtags I need to use? Because I know you already looked at it, because I know you. So you tell me which ones I need to use. All right, to boost it up. All right. So guys, please remember, I love you. I do. I love you. I believe in your dreams. I believe in you first. I believe in your dreams. But most importantly, I believe in your action. So I need you to get out there and do it and speak up. Speak up, right? And Marquita, I was straightening up some t-shirts, and I saw my t-shirt that you made me, the one that says I believe in you. And I meant to wear it today because I really, really love that shirt. So I'm going to have to make sure I wear it one day this week while I'm doing my taping. So look out for my t-shirt that you made me. But I love you guys. I love you too, Harriet. I do. So get out there and make your life happen, because only you can do that. Nobody else can do that for you. Only you. Okay. So I'm going to get off here. Just know y'all going to see some more lessons. I got some other really good lessons that I have learned from this 19-year breast cancer journey, soon to be 20-year. So thankful for that. And I will see you all. Let me get to the right place. Y'all have a great evening. Finish watching your football games. Get your kitchen cleaned up or whatever you got to do. Get your clothes out for tomorrow. If you're going to the gym or whatever, get those things out. Get them out at night so you don't have any excuse for you not going in the morning. That's what I got to do. I always get my stuff out at night so I don't have an excuse. Also, remember, on Thursday, I'm going to be at Spirit of New Church for their, I'm not sure what they're calling it. It's a revival. I'll be speaking on Thursday. I believe service starts at 7. I know the Spirit of David is singing, and So if you're in town, you ain't got nothing to do, come on out. I think I got something good. All right. I love you all, and I will see you all tomorrow. Y'all have a good evening. Bye-bye.
Finally finding me. Third eye opening up so I can see. Finally I can breathe. Loving myself and giving myself everything I need. Had some rough nights lately, but I'm feeling light. Sun on my face, wind in my hair, color so bright. Tryna smile instead of quick to battle on sight. Loving it now, choosing what's really worth the fight. Lust for the clouds, mountains, and the rain. Understanding through my dreams that there's a path to heal pain. Getting lit to stay lit, it just don't hit the same. Got so sick and tired of